This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm joined by the King of Sheffield. Is that a fair introduction? Actually, that's not Kell Brook, that's Johnny Nelson, sorry.
Funny.
Yeah, it's on. The fight that everyone's been waiting for, this one, Usyk Joshua 2. But it's a different one to the one where Anthony Joshua got his revenge in Saudi Arabia over Ruiz. We're talking about a pound for pound great here, surely.
Yeah, without a doubt, but he's got to prove that. The fashion of his win for Anthony Joshua has elevated him to a massive high. But then, you know, let's talk that when he fights the likes and beats the likes of Tyson Fury, when he fights the likes and beats the likes of Deontay Wilder. You know, because he'd had a great win over Anthony Joshua, a good win over Anthony Joshua, not a clear one, a good win over Anthony Joshua. People are getting gassed with the idea of gassed with what's happening. Usyk is a very, very good fighter. Usyk has ticked every box asked of him to tick so far in his career. Remember the same thing was said about Lomachenko. This guy's unbeatable. Then he got beat, and you thought, oh, I see it. So right now, Usyk's done everything asked of him. He's done nothing wrong at all. So again, he's in a great position to be in. We don't know what's happening with Tyson Fury, what his situation is in regards to boxing. We think we do. But with Usyk so far, you've got to put him there as the best in the world officially.
Regardless of his career so far at heavyweight, would you not say his cruiserweight run makes him a pound for pound great, regardless of what he's done at heavyweight?
Yeah, of course. At cruiserweight, he dominated it. He dominated the division, and the opportunity was there. The Super Series made that happen, which is a great thing. Was a great platform to have almost one champion within the division. So a great time, a great place to be, a great opportunity for him as well.
Now, Johnny, you made some comments on Sky Sports saying that if Anthony Joshua loses his fight on Saturday night, you believe he might walk away from the sport. Why have you said that?
I said that because, and this is not out of disrespect, this is out of respect. And you listen to the things and how Anthony Joshua talks about our fight game and talks about as a fighter, as a businessman, what he does. And Anthony Joshua does not strike me as the kind of guy that wants to be known as and also run a backing dancer. He doesn't want to be a guy that's hanging about in the background, hoping he gets a chance when he knows there's someone in his division that has beaten him. You know, he knows he made a mistake the first time, make mistakes the first time against Usyk, so he thinks he can fix that, and he believes he's the best and can be the best officially in the world. So that's why they're fighting again. If the same thing happens, is Anthony Joshua the kind of guy that's happy to still hang around and box for anything else but the best? Or in the direction for the best. Because if Usyk beats him once convincingly and then beats him twice convincingly, you know, that just tells you, you know what, I ain't the best in my division. And so he made a mistake. You know, he got it wrong. But this is a conversation if he lost. But remember, he signed a deal for the future of his fighting career. That's a very lucrative, good deal. So that means he doesn't think like that. I was asked the question, what if he lost? You know, AJ, you ask him the question, say, I'm not even talking about that. I'm asking that question, answering that question. That's not in my vocabulary. You didn't ask, you know, I'm not interested in that. You're asking me that question, and I'm thinking, AJ's not even thought about that. He's not even thought about that side of the coin. You're asking me to answer that, and I'm saying, you know what, it's not in his DNA. I just can't see it. I mean, he's not that kind. I don't think he's that kind of man.
Earlier on, when I spoke to Eddie Hearn about this, about your comments on Sky, he believes that since the DAZN deal was wrapped up with Anthony Joshua, Sky have only really been pushing Usyk on their socials, posting him, and that not you don't want Anthony Joshua to lose, but you're not really bothered.
No, not at all. I disagree. I'm sorry, I disagree with that because Anthony Joshua is a Brit. Anthony Joshua started his career on Sky. Anthony Joshua, look what's happening now. What's happening now? We have to push it on Sky, and so therefore I don't agree with that. I'm quite sure. I'm gathering that he's not happy about my comments of what if he lost. That's a commercial brain thinking. On an emotional level, on the level of a fighter, you know, I understand as a businessman, he's thinking that way. As a fighter, you've got to be in a position where you think, I'm getting in the ring because I believe I can do this. Of course, I disagree. I disagree in regards to saying that there's no pushing there of Anthony Joshua. He's been out of the ring since the last fight. We're doing all we can to push this fight now. We're commenting on it. And trust me, there's a lot of fighters that are with the stable of DAZN that I think are brilliant fighters, and I will big them up. This Conor Ben's fighting at Eubank. It's a wicked fight. This is business side of it. That's not my business.
He reckons you're a company man.
You know what? I was his company man before this. Make your mind up, people. You know what I mean? And so the problem is, if I've got an opinion, I'll say my opinion. Doesn't matter who my boss is. That's what people have got to. You either respect it or you don't respect it. You like it or you don't like it. And when it suits, you like it. When it don't suit, you don't like it.
How are you finding the dynamic? Anyways, I know it's only been one day into the media week, but it is a different situation where you've got Matchroom, the promoters, who are exclusive to DAZN, but this fight was won by Sky Sports box office, and we know over the last few months there's been a lot of talk publicly between people from Sky and Matchroom since the relationship ended. So how are you finding this dynamic? Is it a little awkward or not?
No, not at all. Listen, Matchroom and Sky have always gotten really well. Well, we have on the ground. The business people, the bosses, that's their business. But we get on pretty cool, like I've not seen anyway. So it's not really, it's like, the story goes on, it makes no difference. And I'm quite sure I've said stuff before about Matchroom fighters when Matchroom were with Sky that probably didn't sit well with Matchroom. And it's nothing to do with the fact that they're not with Sky, it's just an opinion. And if you can't speak your opinion, don't give a real opinion, then what's the point in doing the job? What's the point in being involved?
How do you think it performs on Sky Sports box office this Saturday night?
I hope it does really well. I really do. I think I'm talking as an ex-fighter, I'm talking as a pundit, I'm talking as a fan. I think this is a chance for Anthony Joshua to become three-time heavyweight champion of the world. How many Brits have done that? This is a chance for Anthony Joshua to do something outstanding. This is a chance for Anthony Joshua, as far as I'm concerned, is the most significant fight in his career, because he's beaten somebody that everybody's completely gassed about, saying this guy's unbeatable. And for Anthony Joshua to turn it around and come back again, I hope it does really well. I really do.
Johnny Nelson, thank you very much for your time, and I'm sure we'll speak again.